It pains me to see it, man. It really pains me to see it. Content creation is probably one of the biggest games out there right now. And it makes sense. Everyone wants to build a personal brand. Everyone wants to build up an audience because content is essentially a means to monetizing who you are. You can literally make a living out of your interest, out of your life, out of what you do on a regular basis. So it makes sense that people want to start creating content, putting themselves out there in all these different platforms. But it kills me every time I see someone who's just starting out or has been at it for a while now, maybe a couple months. They've been posting consistently, attacking YouTube, uploading regularly, attacking Instagram or posting reels, etc. It doesn't matter if it's someone that I don't know and it's a content creator that I particularly like, or even some of my friends. And they go hard for a few months and suddenly they just stop. And that kills me, man. That absolutely kills me. What kills me, or what really, really bothers me, is when I ask them or I come across the reason as to why they suddenly stop and they blame it on being shadow banned or a lack of reach or simply thinking that, oh, maybe if I start a new account, I'll get favored by the algorithm and the platforms and then I'll get a bigger boost and then I'll grow faster, etc. I'm well aware that on certain cases, this is true. This might be the reason why the account is not doing well. But I have to say that I believe that the majority of cases is simply because you gave up too early or your content is shit. That's truly what I think. Now, I get it. It's hard. It's a grind. You don't think I feel that way when I'm recording a video and I think to myself, damn, here we go. I'm gonna spend some time thinking of a video idea, making the video, editing the video, posting it, just so I can get 20 views. Of course that crosses my mind, but I still do it. Or at least I am well aware that I need more at-bats. I'm not going to judge if my channel is shadow banned or blame it on an external factor at this point, because it makes no sense, no reason. I haven't even uploaded 1,000 videos, 5,000 videos. Where's the volume? Where's the reps? Of course, it's not gonna be optimum. I could be putting in way more effort to make it better. And I think this is really what happens with a lot of other creators. And sometimes these are my friends as well. They start these challenges, they start making content consistently for a while, and then they wane off because they convince themselves, or worse, someone else convinced them that their account was shadow banned or that their account was not going to grow because the type of content they were making wasn't going to take off or wasn't favored by the algorithm. I personally think that is bullshit on 99% of the cases. When you've made 5,000 videos, then you have an adequate sample size to tell me that your content is shadow banned. Until then, there's really no reason to make that assumption. Have you tried? You haven't really tried. Alex Hormozi talks a lot about this when it comes to putting in the reps and volume work. And that is true. A lot of times we convince ourselves that we are doing a lot of work, that we are putting the reps. But truthfully, we're doing much less than we really think, or much less than what is actually needed to achieve any sort of outcome that we are striving towards. So it just kills me, man. I hate seeing people who I'm rooting for, people that I want to see succeed, and then they convince themselves or let someone else tell them that it's better if they just start over from scratch. And maybe that'll help. Because you know what happens most of the time? Once they get off the habit of making the content, of creating the content, and they convince themselves about, I'm gonna start a new account, they set the new account up, but there's no videos. So then it just stays there for days and days on end when there's no, you don't post, because right, it's a different thing when I've already made 100 videos. It's much more of a snowball effect, or just easier to pick up traction when I have 100 videos. Let's go for one more. Instead of starting all the way from zero, everyone's expecting to hit a one-hit wonder, first video, get to 1 million, 10 million. That's usually not how it works. There's edge cases for sure, but that's not the majority. So keep that in mind, because it really does hurt when I see people who I really want or actually have huge potential and they just give up. They just give up. And I truly don't understand why. Because look, I'm not saying my content is the best. I definitely have tons of improvement to implement. But I just noticed that when I put in a little extra effort, whether it's with the thumbnails, I actually think about the title, I actually speak properly without tripping up over my words, I actually share something that's valuable, share something that's for you, the audience, and not just doing it for myself, I do notice that those videos tend to perform better. So I refuse to believe that the reason why a lot of these creators aren't making it is because it's shadow banned. I think that just gets thrown around a lot, way too much, when in reality, you have to go through the grind. Some people have luck, yes. Others have to put in a bit more work. It is what it is. Time to do the work. So yeah, if you're watching this and you're making content and you're early on in your journey, don't stop, keep going. I know it feels like a grind. I know it takes a while to actually see the momentum pick up, but trust me, it is worth it. Because even now, my channel, which I've been working on for the past 2 years, granted on and off, it still fills me with immense satisfaction when I do a video and it actually gets like 50 or 100 views more than what I normally get. So I know that is a sign that I'm in the right direction. I just have to keep putting in the reps. So if there's anything to take away from this video, let it be that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this valuable or motivational, at least. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. And as always, I will catch you on the next one.